Okay, good morning, guys. I'm going to explain to you how we're going to be answering this review. This is a math review. We're going to go step by step, part by part. The first part in the review, it's right in its simplest form, right? We're going to change this ratio to its simplest form. So A, we have 2 ratio 4. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to think about a number that will divide both 2 and 4 to reduce to the simplest form. 2 and 4 has 2 as that number. So we divide by 2. And whatever I do to the first number, I'm going to do to the second number. So I divide. 2 divided by 2 will be 1 ratio. 4 divided by 2 will be 2. So now 2 ratio 4 equals 1 ratio 2 to make an equivalent fraction. The second one, 30 ratio 15. We think 30 and 15, which is that number that they have in common that will divide them both? Well, the 15. So I divide 30 by the 15. And I do the same thing to the second number. Whatever I do to the first one, I have to do to the second number. So 30 divided by 15 will be 2. Ratio 15 divided by 15 will be 1. And that will be the ratio simplified. 18 ratio 12. Think. In what times tables do I have 18 and I have 12? Well, easy. In the 6 times table. So I divide 18 by 6. And I do the same thing with the 12. I divide by 6. 18 divided by 6 will be 3. Ratio 12 divided by 6 will be 2. And that's the fraction simplified. Now we do the same thing with the last one. 5 ratio 50. 5 and 50 has a common denominator right here. So it will be 5. Whatever I do to the first number in my ratio, I have to do to the second number in my ratio. 5 divided into 5 will be 1. And 50 divided into 5 will be 10. And that's how we simplify to the least. Let's see the second part of the review. Okay, here you have to find the missing number. Okay, I already have one number here. So I look at that number that I have, which is 3. So I go to the 9. 9. What do I have to do to the 9 in order for it to give me 3? So 9, if I divide 9 into 3, that will give me 3. So whatever I do to the first number, I have to do to the second number. So 3 divided into 3, 3 divided into 3 will be 1. Let's see, 4 ratio 5. Okay, the number that they give me is 35. So 5, in order to get to 35, I have to multiply those 5 times 7. Whatever I do to the number, I have to do to the first one. I have to multiply that one too. So 7 times 4, it's 28. Okay, now let's see the next number. I have 2 ratio 1, and I have 10. So 2 times 5 is 10. I know that, right? So whatever I do to the first number, I have to do to the second number. So 1 times 5 will be 5. Okay, the last one. 60 ratio 48, and I have 5. Okay, what did I do to that 60 to give me 5? Well, oh, easy. I divide into 12, right? So give me 5. So I do the same thing on the second number. I take the 48 and I divide into 12. And that will give me the number 4. Okay? 5 ratio 4. Okay, now let's go to the last part. And the last part of the test will be word problem. Okay, I'm going to give you a word problem. Here we have one. These are examples, okay? Gustavo saved $20. So I have Gustavo 20. So he has $20. And Adriel saved 10 more. So how much is 10 more than 20? 30. So here we have 30. Okay, find the ratio from Gustavo's to Adriel's savings. Okay, so I have Gustavo 20 ratio 30, which is Adriel. So I can simplify this, right? If I divide by 10. If I divide by 10. Remember, whatever I do to the first number, I have to do to the second number. So that will be 2 ratio 3, because 20 divided into 10 is 2, and 30 divided into 10 is 3. Thank you.